I was going to write a post, but I decided to make a video instead because it's just too much. I watched Trump's entire press conference regarding this Take Back DC. That's what I'm going to call it. Take Back DC. My thing is, I don't know when they ever had DC. DC has never been safe in my 38 years of life. So I don't remember a point where DC was safe when they had DC. But it's worse now than it was. And all y'all native Washingtonians that trying to act like it's not, trying to believe these fake stats that they putting out about crime decreasing and all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. DC was bad before with all the neighborhood beefs. And let me speak on this real quick. If I see one more comment of a native Washingtonian sitting here talking about y'all don't know nothing about DC, we don't have gangs, we have neighborhoods. Look up the definition of a gang, please. Look it up. There's a such thing as a synonym. It's the same thing. Okay? These neighborhood cliques that have been around my entire life, out here shooting one another, have been around, they're gangs. Just because they don't refer to themselves as such doesn't mean they're not. Please educate yourself. You're making us look bad. You're making us look stupid. They're gangs. Okay? Now, funerals. How many funerals did you go to, native Washingtonians? That's in my age bracket. I can't speak about before I was born. I'm 38 years old, be 39 this year. How many funerals did you go to before you turned 18 of friends, neighbors, family that was killed in some type of violent situation in Washington, D.C.? Now, I will give them this. The neighborhood beefs, they used to be just that, neighborhood beefs, where one neighborhood is against another. They're killing each other. There were times, though, that innocent bystanders still got killed. I went to school with the brother of one victim who got killed a block down from my dad's house, sitting on her front porch by a stray bullet. Okay? So that's been happening too. Okay? It's not new. It's been happening. It's just nobody cared enough to do anything about it. Okay? But for the most part, the gang violence, because that's what it is, the neighborhood beefs stayed in the neighborhood. Okay? DC, whether people like it or not, was segregated. Okay? It might not have been legally segregated, but it was segregated. I was the lightest thing in my elementary school. Okay? And I am black. I'm mixed. I'm black. Both my parents identify as black. So yeah, there's white somewhere in there if you want to go on colors. Because that's BS, but we're not even going to get into it. Okay? DC was segregated. As long as you ain't take that mess in the white neighborhoods. It stayed in ours. So you didn't have certain types of individuals being involved. So I guess they didn't care. Okay? I'm tired of seeing the comments of, where was all this energy when your people ran into the Capitol? Stop trying to move the focus off of what we're dealing with. It's not about whether that shit was right or wrong. Excuse my language. But it's not. We're talking about what we're talking about right now. You just as bad as them. We're going to keep it on what we're dealing with. Now, what we dealing with? When I say it's worse, you have many more innocent people being harmed. People who have nothing to do with this neighborhood beef being harmed. Now, I remember back in the 2000s, maybe even late 90s, psychiatrists or psychologists coming out speaking on that Grand Theft Auto game. And people laughed at them. They said that if we allow our kids to play this game, they're going to get indoctrinated to it, and they're going to end up living it in real life. People laughed at them. People said, that's stupid. A game is a game. That would never happen. Fast forward. What are we living in? These kids out here playing Grand Theft Auto in real life. But nobody's talking about that. Right? My truck was carjacked at gunpoint by my ex-husband when he was still living. 6'2". 200-something pounds. Nice sized dude. You think that stopped them? You think that stopped them youngins from sticking a gun to them? Okay? Back in my day, UUs exist. People was driving around in stolen vehicles. But guess what? They waited till people was safe in their home, sleep, before they did the indecent act of hot wiring their vehicle and taking it. They wasn't sticking guns to people. They wasn't stealing their vehicles at gunpoint. So this is why I say the crime is worse. Okay? We have more car thefts, and it's more dangerous car thefts, and we just have more people losing their life, more innocent people losing their life. I lost one cousin being used as a human shield at a bus stop just trying to get home from work. All over the news. Not even going to say her name. Lost another little cousin on the metro, getting stabbed up by a stranger at the metro. Dead. And y'all over here trying to fight Trump on what he's doing? My oldest son's vehicle, he's now on his third. The first vehicle he had, they stole by towing it from outside of my house. So thank God, he wasn't carjacked at gunpoint. They towed it from out in front of the house and stole it. His second one, to replace that one, guess what? They tried to tow that one too to steal it. But this time we got smart and had made it so that it couldn't happen. So they messed it up trying to tow it. And it got totaled. And he had to get another one. My son will be 21 next month. My son is high functioning autistic. My son has had a lot of struggles he had to fight to get his high school diploma, to go to school for culinary arts, to earn that degree. He's out here trying. Despite all the stuff he got to fight against, he's trying. And this is what he still has to go through. Somebody that's trying. I don't send my kids willy-nilly on the metro. I'm worried, and I got good reason to be. People getting shot broad daylight. Like I said, I done already lost family. My best friend's son got jumped and beat on, stole his shoes, pistol whipped him at the train station. And y'all defending. It's really frustrating. What side are you on? I'm not blaming the lack of resources anymore. I used to. I'm not. When my truck was carjacked, you know what my prayer to Allah was? That I get my truck back, but they don't find who took it. You want to know why? Because I didn't want these youngins' whole life, basically, big chunk of their life, because of he talking about we're soft on crime. At that time, it was a good amount, over 10 years. I don't remember exactly what the law was for carjacking at gunpoint. I didn't want them to lose that much time out of their life over a bad decision, knowing they probably had bad circumstances growing up. But y'all, something's got to give. Why should innocent people who chose to make better decisions, despite their circumstances, other people have it hard too. I was awarded a court up until my emancipation. At 21, I emancipated from the court system. I was awarded a DC Superior Court. I done been through a lot of crap myself. Been raped multiple times in DC. Last time I was 16, the person followed me. I was on my way to a job I had on I Street. Person followed me off the bus, off the 70 bus, into my job. I was the one who opened the shop up. I never even told them what happened. I'm the one who opened the shop up. And so it was only me in there. Person followed me, grabbed me, pushed me in the bathroom, and raped me. You know, I didn't even report it. Why? Because, the second time I was raped, I reported it. Did a rape kit. They had everything they needed. They even had the person's name because the person was a cousin of someone I knew. And that cousin gave them all the information. You think MPD did anything? You think MPD did anything? No. Every female that I've talked to that grew up in DC, except for one, has told me they've been a victim of rape in DC. Every female that I've got on this conversation topic with that has grown up in DC has been a victim of rape, except for one. And that one, I'm not going to say too much of what she said, but she said there was a time where she felt if she'd have said no, they were going to do it anyway. And she wanted to feel like she had some control, so she didn't. She didn't want to have to go through life feeling like she had been raped. That's the one who says she hasn't. Y'all defending this mess. Y'all saying that what he's doing, he don't need to be doing. I don't understand it. I lost another cousin for defending a homeless person. And he ended up getting stabbed up and losing his life. That was 2021. We sit here and see the videos and reels of all this craziness that's going on in DC streets. And we sit here, I can't believe they just recording. They not even doing nothing. They just recording. My cousin lost his life trying to defend a homeless person. This crap Trump talking about, the Doge worker. He was trying to defend someone else, and look what happened to him. That's why they recording. They got families too. They got to think about it. It's a hard decision to make, whether to step in or not. This crime has gotten so bad it has completely taken over our streets, and y'all still defending it. Y'all still defending it. If you ain't for fixing it, I need you to check yourself and decide which side you really on. What are you actually for? Something has to give. Our prison system is overcrowded and effed up. By federal law, they supposed to be treatment facilities. Look the law up. Look the law up. I graduated from Howard University with my master's in social work. I did a presentation on this against our prison systems. Our prison systems are not what they legally supposed to be. We have the most prisoners out of the whole world. And now he's talking about locking up even more. What you gonna do with them? How you actually gonna help them? How you gonna help them make better decisions? So I get all that, but something's got to give. Y'all rather more innocent people lose their lives than the people out here doing this crap getting locked up. Are you serious? Senior citizens shouldn't have to go and apply for a permit to carry to feel comfortable going to the grocery store. To feel comfortable to walk in their own neighborhood. The reason I can promise you it's worse now because we don't have a sense of community anymore. The people who's out here doing this craziness back then, the shooting and all that, they still had a sense of community. They still respected their elders, believe it or not. They had a sense of community. What they was doing was bad enough. What's going on now? They don't respect nobody. They don't respect their own life, let alone anyone else's. These ones doing these carjackings at gunpoint and all this craziness, they act like the people that they jacking are what they call them, NPCs? Something like that. I don't play games. The ones that are, the people in the games that are computer driven, it's not an actual person. They act like these people don't have souls, like they not real lives. Like they don't have family, like that's how they look at it. That's how they head is programmed. They have no respect for the life that Allah has provided. No respect. And you're saying, shouldn't lock them up. I don't understand. I understand that a lot of them have had a tough life. But for that matter, so have I. So has many other people. So has my best friend. So has many of the water courts I've met. And not all of them chose to go the route these ones are going. So I'm still saying it boils down to decision making. Decision making. That's what I'm blaming. I'm not blaming lack of resources or anything else anymore. I'm blaming your decision making. If you're one of the ones that's a problem, you're choosing. You want to sit here and argue that you had no other choice. This is the situation you just got put in. But baby, there's always another choice. You just want to ignore that other choice because you don't like it. There's always another choice. You ignoring a choice don't mean it's not there. I've been a victim of a drive-by. Did I retaliate? One of the biggest decisions of my life. Did I retaliate? I prayed. I always say that moment was the moment I really relinquished control to God. Because I was still Christian at the time, so I'm going to call him by the Christian name, to God. I didn't retaliate while I was literally being hunted down because of an association issue. Nothing I did, but I was being hunted down. Getting followed all the time, have to shake them, all types of stuff. Shot at right in front of my father's house. Totaled the vehicle I was in. Bullet hole in my baby car seat right where her heart would have been if I'd have brought her out. I chose to have faith in God and not retaliate, despite being hunted down. See, a lot of y'all don't look at that as even a choice. But it is. Whether you like it or not, it's a choice. That's the choice that so many want to ignore. Y'all are choosing to make these ridiculous, careless, selfish, and I can't even say selfish because you don't care about yourself because of all you risking, doing the craziness y'all doing. You don't care about your mama. You don't care about your siblings. You don't care about nobody. You might think you do, but think about it. Really think. Stop and think. Process. You don't care. Your decisions show it. And then for all of y'all who mamas got housing vouchers, you know that your mother can lose her housing voucher over what you out here doing? Do you know that? So you don't care if your mother, your sisters and brothers, and whoever else get put out on their tail because of your foolishness. But these the people that y'all saying shouldn't be locked up. And as far as them pressing out and stopping people outside just chilling at 2 a.m., take your tail in the house. Take a break. It's too much out here going on. Because let me explain to you, that's a decision too. You literally might not be doing nothing wrong, just being outside chilling. But let me explain to you how that's selfish. DC is dangerous. If you have anyone who loves you in your life, you are risking your life just being out there. So something happened to you, you catch a stray bullet. 2 something in the morning. How your mother gonna feel? How your loved ones, your baby mama, whoever, brother, sister, cousins, how they gonna feel? All to hang out at 2, it's worth it? It's the possibility of the pain that will cause your family is worth the ability to hang out at 2 o'clock in the morning doing nothing. Take your butt in the house. Let these people do what they need to do. Stop defending the foolishness. It is not smart to be outside all hours of the night. They killing people in broad daylight. They carjacking in broad daylight. They doing all this craziness in broad daylight. And you gonna put when it's higher. You want to just have the ability to just be outside, chilling, talking to people who might be involved in crap. But whether they involved or not, DC, it's dangerous right now. Extremely. So you risking your mama, your loved ones having to cry over you if something go left in an instant. Is it worth it just to chill at 2 something in the morning? Is it worth it? Because I don't think it is. I think that's selfish. That's selfish, especially if you've got kids. Is it worth your child growing up without you? Because you wanted to chill? Recognize what's going on right now. Recognize the real danger. If you ain't up to no good, if you are out here trying to do what you're supposed to do, stay in the house unless you need to be out. Let this pass. Let them people do what they need to do right now. Let them do what they need to do right now. You get out the way. Because if this crap work, DC will become safe enough. If you want to chill, just sit out front, get some fresh air at 2-some in the morning, that you'll be able to. Without that risk, that probability that you will end up getting hurt. Let these people do what they need to do. And I don't care if their reasoning is what I don't care. It needs to happen. I know what my reasons are. And the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm tired. I've lost enough family. I've had enough happen. I'm tired. There's many people that have been through a whole lot that make better decisions and choose not to do the craziness that these ones are. Stop defending them. Yeah, it's effed up that they went through what, but it's effed up any of us went through what we went through. It's still their decision making. Yeah, we wish there was more resources. Yeah, we wish there was more programs. Yeah, we wish there was more jobs like it used to be. 14, you used to could get a job. It's legal. But now, we already know how it is. The jobs that kids used to be able to get, it's got adults in them. So yeah, we wish that wasn't the case. But even with it, you don't have to make the decisions you're making. That's still a choice. There are other ways. There are definitely other ways. Instead of seeking out the resources we do have, instead of seeking out other ways to solve these problems, people are choosing what they think is the easy route. And that's where we at. That's their choice, and they're going to deal with the consequences of their choice. Get out the way and stop defending them. Let these people do their job. Let these people do their job. Born at Providence Hospital. I done lived majority of my life Northwest. But I didn't live in Northwest, Northeast, Southeast, Southwest. Not the first generation that was here. My family been here for a very long time. Y'all need to stop the madness. Y'all need to learn to think for yourself. Stop letting propaganda think for you. Think for yourself. The same way it's cool to have an iPhone is the same way y'all feel it's cool to just object anything Trump says or does. Think for yourself. He do a lot of craziness, but not all of it is crazy. Think for yourself. Judge each decision on its own. Think for yourself. Stop being a follower. Think for yourself. You have a God-given brain. Use it. There's no reason for ignorance anymore. Even the homeless can have smartphones. It's called Google. Learn, research. Think for yourself. The ridiculousness needs to stop. What I have to say about what Trump is doing, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Mashallah simply means what God has willed. Alhamdulillah means all praises due to God. I prayed that God fix it. because I got tired. I prayed that God fix it, and I didn't ask a specific way to fix it because I don't know how. I'm glad Trump's decision was not mine to make. I don't have the information. I don't know how. I understand all the different moving pieces. Like I said, masters in social work, okay? I didn't do that field for no reason. I understand all the moving pieces at play that leads to stuff like this. I get it. I also understand how innocent people who just trying to go about their everyday is about to get impacted by the people out. I get all of that. I get all of that. Y'all, for right now, move out the way. Only be out there when you have to. It won't be forever. Let these people do what they're trying to do. For your safety, your family's safety, your kids' safety, your grandkids' safety. Don't fight them. If they ask you for your ID, give it to them. And for y'all who don't know, yes, marijuana is legal in D.C. Yes, you can carry up to a certain amount in D.C. It is illegal to smoke it in public. Just in case you didn't know. So yes, they can press you out for smoking outside, even in your vehicle. And honestly, y'all know marijuana is potent as I don't know what. It smells. Our kids, our innocent little babies, these babies should not have to go outside and smell your weed. I'm be honest. They shouldn't. I hate when I go outside, get some fresh air, and all I'm getting is weed smoke in my face. I smell it. I hate it. I smoke cigarettes and I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. Nobody's perfect. I'm trying. It stinks. I try to think when I'm out and I want a cigarette. I don't typically smoke it. A lot of times I won't smoke it when I'm out, if I'm out in a public space. It might be kids around. Secondhand smoke is real. 2, I'm covered. I wear my Islam. Me smoking in public looks bad on Muslims. So I decide, no, I'm gonna wait. Y'all got to make better decisions. None of us is perfect, but try. Think for yourself and really process. Take some time to really process all of this. Let these people do what they need to do. Please, let these people do what they need to do. Don't be on the wrong side of it. Because if you're not standing for a safer DC, then what are you standing for? Understand that. Understand that. If you so against this and you end up having to go to a funeral of one of your loved ones due to the stuff they trying to stop, don't be a hypocrite. And if it's one of your loved ones out here being the problem, all this, the back in the days, snitches get stitches. Y'all, I'm not even going, that's a whole nother video. I was brainwashed with that crap. If somebody cared enough about you, they wouldn't put you in a certain type of situation. That's all I'm going to say on this video when it comes to stuff like that. If they cared enough about you, they wouldn't put you in a certain situation. It's perfectly fine to be loyal, but make sure that person is loyal to you too. Make sure the same way you care about them and want to protect them, that they care about you and are trying to protect you. Because if they are, they're not going to put you in a certain situation. Now, back to what I was saying. If your loved one, your little grandson, whatever, whoever, is part of the problem, you better yank their butt up and talk to them. But don't get mad if they continue on and they get caught up. Be happy and you pray. Whether you Christian, Muslim, I don't have to tell the Muslims this. I know, they know. But pray. You pray that God guide them. That God grab them up and guide them. Because maybe they need a break to process, to start thinking. Maybe that's what's needed. None of us like to lose our loved ones to prison. None of us do. But it might be what's best not just for them, but for the safety of others. Y'all don't think about that part. When people still had long-term sentences, long-term sentences, they come home and not do that no more. Yeah, we felt them sentences was wrong. But they come home and not do that no more. Them just letting these babies out, they ain't getting no punishment. It's not having that impact. Because they know they're just going to get let out again. They get out and do the same thing. And it's not that they stupid, because stupidity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. No. They expect the same result, that they might get caught and they're gonna lock them up and they're gonna let them right back out. Something's got to give. Who should pay? The people out here actually doing it, or our innocent loved ones? Because that's what we're really up against. It's going to inconvenience all of us. But it's worth it. It's worth the inconvenience. Get out the way. Don't fight these people. They ask you for your ID. You give it to them. Don't fight these people. Get out the way. Don't just be out there for no reason. It's temporary. Come on, it's worth it. Don't put yourself in certain situations. Let them do what they need to do so that all of us can have a better future. A safer future. Assalamu alaikum. May God's peace be with y'all. But that's my peace. And I hope that y'all hear me. I hope y'all hear me.